Desperate old man rushes into Walmart. Cashier takes one look and refuses help. The digital age has brought with it a lot of things, some good, some not so good. One thing that's for sure is that it's increased the amount of scams out there. With it now being so easy to connect and talk to strangers, be that online or over the phone, we're more susceptible than ever to phony traps created to take our hard-earned money. A lot of scammers choose elderly people as their targets, not only because in general they're more trusting and less savvy, but because they can sometimes be out of touch with the sorts of things that younger people can usually spot from a mile away. Sadly, loving grandfather Cecil Rogers was so nearly another victim. He received a phone call from a man pretending to be his grandson. He told him that he'd been involved in a terrible car crash and needed some financial help. His attorney then got on the phone and demanded Cecil send money. Panic-stricken, Cecil was about to do just that, before Lady Luck shone on him with all her light. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these real-life stories every day. Now, back to the story. Cecil Rogers, an elderly man from Cincinnati, Ohio, was looking forward to spending time with his family, including his adult grandchildren at his Elmwood Place home. However, he got an unnerving call. On the other end of the line was Rogers' eldest grandson. A voice comes on and says, "Papa, this is your oldest grandson. I'm in trouble." Rogers recalled. He said, "I hit a woman's car and she was 7 months pregnant, and they charged me with drunken driving and I'm in jail." After that, a lawyer got on the phone. To help his grandson, Cecil was told he should go to Walmart and transfer $2,300 of his own money to another store. The lawyer said he would pick up the money and use it to post the grandson's bail in order to get him out. He hurried to his bank and then to his local Walmart to send the money without delay. The lawyer assured Cecil Rogers that everything would be okay once he got the money, so the caring grandfather wasted no time. As he was so worried for his grandson, he didn't even hesitate to question the phone call. All he thought about was sending the cash. Once in Walmart, Cecil got into Audrella Taylor's line. When he came face to face with Audrella, he thought that she would just do her job. The last thing Cecil expected was to deal with a cashier who stubbornly stood in his way and declined the transfer. Audrella asked exactly why he was sending that amount of money. Cecil Rogers told her the truth and opened up to Audrella about his grandson's emergency. The cashier realized instantly that something was not right. Having worked at Walmart for the past 5 years, Audrella has seen a lot of things come to pass. She had a hunch that Cecil was about to make an error and didn't want to see him fall victim to fraud. Instead, she took action. As she explains, he said something about somebody was locked up in jail. He got a call and he needed to send $2,000. I said, "I'm going to refuse the sender. I'm not going to let you send that money. I think you're being scammed." Audrella went on to ask if any of Cecil's other family members had been contacted by either the grandson or his lawyer. She grew increasingly alarmed when Cecil admitted that they hadn't. The biggest red flag for Audrella was that she knew in the event of a bad accident, the first person who should have been approached was the grandson's mother. On his part, Cecil was confused as to why Audrella was questioning him. He still believed he was doing right by his grandson and didn't want to delay. He couldn't fathom why someone would try and take his money in that way, and hadn't even considered the idea that it wasn't his grandson on the phone. To make matters worse, the lawyer on the line had advised him to not tell anyone about the phone call, suggesting that if he did, his grandson might end up in even more trouble. But in the end, Cecil was convinced by Audrella and so didn't send any money. Con artists often ask for close to the maximum amount a victim would be able to send. Audrella told Rogers to hold off a minute, calm down, and go call his other family members. She believed he would find out that his grandson was fine, and sure enough, she was right. Rogers' grandson was safe at college. As it turned out, the voice on the phone wasn't Rogers' grandson at all. And the second person who took the line wasn't a lawyer either. These were scammers who had perfected their craft of preying on the elderly in what's become known as the grandparent scam. However, thanks to a savvy cashier, he and his wallet were saved. As for Audrilla, she's been praised by her manager. There would have been no way for Cecil to get his money back had he sent it. Audrilla's manager has said he is very proud of her, while Cecil's family are grateful for her intervention. Rogers says he doesn't have much and that he is very grateful that the Walmart employee stepped in to intervene, saving him more than $2,000. We're very proud of Audrilla and all of our customer service associates that helped, Manager Dominic Gross said, explaining that they now train cashiers on the warning signs that someone is being scammed, according to WCPO. It's very important for every family to talk with their elderly loved ones about these potential scams. Encourage them to not ever feel pressured to transfer money or give up their banking account and other personal information over the phone or email. Sadly, con artists and scammers often have an easy time swindling people out of their money, especially seniors. Scammers prey on people who are trusting and easily rushed into action without question. Don't let that be someone you care about. There's not always someone like Audrilla who takes the time to save a target by gathering information to identify a scam before it occurs. This story serves to not only praise Audrilla for going above and beyond, but also as a warning to others. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting too. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.